Shalom. Call Laim La Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushua Bahasham, or Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well over the hopeful lake. Sincere Shalom to the house of David, the 1/3 that's pushing this truth and tuning into this truth without truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. And this lesson is going to be titled Taking the Hand Off the Plow. So you got a lot of Israelites that know they're Israelites. Like just the other day, I met a guy. He knew about Great Millstone and he knew the true name and all this stuff, but he probably wasn't all the way there, not really rooted, right? So he never put his hand on the plow. But I know a few Israelites personally and through the web, World Wide Web, um, that took the hand off the plow. It was making videos, doing whatever. And it just went ghost for a couple months, couple weeks, maybe even a couple years. Then they come back and then they go ghost again and they come back and go. So they're not even diligent. Let's get the Luke chapter 9 and verse 62, and it reads, "And Yahushua said unto them, No man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of the Most High." So you're doing the work, and then you stop doing the work. There's no excuse. You see, it's no excuse from stopping from doing the work unless you got sick. You get sick or something comes up with your job or something like that. Okay, right? But at the same time, if it has nothing to do with that and it's just a mentality thing, that means the Most High really ain't dealing with you. That's all it comes down to. You see? Because the Most High wants this word to be pushed out. So if you're not pushing out this word, that means you're not aligning with the right hand of the Heavenly Father. This is Matthew the 5th chapter and verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be great in the kingdom of heaven. Now, that's talking about the law, statutes, and commandments, all right, and so on and so forth. But you still have to lead by example. You still have to lead by example. Case in point, High Priest Ariah. He led by example. Yeah, he went off in his old age, which I don't know nothing about that. But I've seen the elders, apostles, say that he went off in old age. But guess what? We're still going to reverence him for the things that he done. For case in point, 12 signs chart, man, which we believe wholeheartedly is accurate. But you got Israelites out here that's bucking up against Ariah and everything that goes with that, not knowing that's their elder that led by example. Let's go to 1 Corinthians, the 9th chapter, and verse 10. Or saith he it altogether for our sakes, no doubt this is written, that he that ploweth should plow in hope, and he that thresheth in hope should be partaker of his hope. If we have sown unto you spiritual things, it is a great thing if we shall reap your carnal things. If others be partakers of this power over you, are not we rather? Nevertheless, we have not used this power, but suffer all things, lest we should hinder the gospel of Hamashiach. So you got people that get caught up in the world, get caught up in carnality that takes away from the truth. As people don't have the discipline, the understanding, the true understanding, and ultimately it's just because the portion that the Heavenly Father gave them was just a smaller portion. This is verse 16. For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, for necessity is laid upon me. Yeah, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel. So you got a lot of Israelites out here that's not really pushing the truth. A lot of Israelites out here that's dropping a video a month, a video every 6 months, a video when something hot comes out. Like I seen this one guy. I went to his channel. He was scoffing one of the elders And he wasn't an elder, he was an apostle, up and coming elder, Matazakba. And I went to his page, right? The dude that was scoffing Matazakba, I went to his page, and he had no videos the past like couple weeks or a couple months. And his most recent video was just to scoff Arya. You see, the Heavenly Father ain't dealing with dudes like that, man. There's no way. There's no way. Let's go to the book of Ephesians, the 4th chapter. How are you supposed to fight for the kingdom and you dropping a video every 2 months? It doesn't make any sense, and there's no excuse for it. There's no excuse, even if you don't have an excuse. That just means you're a fucking bozo, man. If you don't have an excuse and you know you're wrong and you still be wrong, you're a fucking bozo. This is Ephesians, the 4th chapter, and verse 11. And he gave some apostles, and some prophets, and some evangelists, and some pastors and teachers for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Hamashiach, till we all come in the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of the Most High, unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Hamashiach. So you're supposed to have your lot and play your lot out right if you think you're a part of the elect, or you believe you're a part of the elect, but you're taking your hand off the plow. You're taking the hand off the plow and you're looking back. So there's no excuse. And the Heavenly Father is going to have quick judgment for a lot of Israelites out here. Judgment's going to start in his house. Let's get it. Give me a moment. This 1 Peter 4:17, for the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? So judgment is going to start with people that know they're Israelites. All these camps, all right, GMS on down. Everybody knows they're Israelites, know the true name, so on and so forth. That's where judgment is going to start. And it's going to be a house cleaning, man. It's going to be a house cleaning for Jake. Jake off. Jake ain't right. Jake is not right. Let's go to the book of Hebrews, 3rd chapter, verse 13. Verse 12. Take heed the peril of unbelief. Because if you believed, you would do it. Like if you know better, you would do better, right? So you believe, but you ain't showing that you believe. That means you're an unbeliever. This verse 12. Take heed, brethren, lest there be in any of you an evil heart of unbelief in departing from the living power, but exhort one another daily. Let's go into that word exhort. And it goes into to call to one side, call for, summon to address, speak to, which may be done in the way of exhortation, entreaty, comfort, instruction, admonish, right? To beseech, right? To receive consolation, be comforted, to instruct, teach, all right? To entreat, pray daily. Pray for the elect daily. Push these videos daily. While it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin. And you see it. You see Jake bug the hell out. Jake getting the truth, and then he mixed the truth with the world, or he never really converted. He mixed the old. He was still the old man, because you're supposed to become a new man when you get this gospel. Let's get that. This is 2 Corinthians 5 and 17. Therefore, if any man be in Hamashiach, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. So, in order to truly say you're a man of the Lord, you got to get rid of, a lot of things in your life. You got to bear that cross and move forward. And all those things in your life is things that don't line with the gospel. That things that are full of sin, full of deceit. I'm in this off in Revelation, the second chapter, and verse 2. I know thy works and thy labor and thy patience, and how thou canst not bear them which are evil. You know how Lot, right? That's the first thing that comes to my head. Lot, he was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked with Sodom and Gomorrah. And this place is worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. I just seen they had a grown ass man dressed like a woman. I think they call it drag. All he had on was some freaking underwear, man. And he was dancing in front of little kids. It's wicked. And thou hast tried them which say they are apostles and are not, and hast found them liars, and has borne and has patience, and for my name's sake has labored and has not fainted. You see, a lot of brothers in the truth, um, um, really not gonna make that cut. Let's get that verse that goes into that kind of lines up with this Revelations 2 and 3. This is Proverbs 24 and 10. I'm in this all right here. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. You see, that lines up. Why? Because all the elect of the Heavenly Father are gonna have they're gonna be cut. They're cut from a different cloth. Lord's will, it was